What doesn't develop in one area will overdevelop in another. This was in reference to him explaining when children don't get the emotional sustenance that they need as children, they often, if their brain can handle it, would overdevelop in another sense. And he's talking about the patient in here who was extremely intellectual, and from a young age, people will constantly tell her how smart she is, how brilliant she is, whole time because her brain didn't feel no other way to feel safe, and the only way it could feel safe was to rely on knowledge. So now I'm here thinking about the black girl boredom theory, that when black women get bored, they go get degrees. I don't think it's a boredom tactic. I think it's a coping mechanism, like emotionally. The reality is, the truth, the foundation of being a black woman is to be emotionally neglected. 9 out of 10, they have some type of trauma and just some type of underlying issue, probably due to the oppressive system we were raised in. So instead of, trying to deal with those emotions, it's easier to just go get knowledge and rely on it. It's easier to be safe in something that I know than to rely in somebody else or other people of other demographic. If I'm reaching, y'all let me know, but I'm just thinking from a subjective experience, right? The black women I'm in contact with, in proximity to, and including myself, often we're told, oh my gosh, you're so emotionally mature, you're so understanding. And I honestly think we do this to be less stressful in other people's lives. So I'm just thinking, as a child, if I felt like a burden, I wanted to be less of a burden to my mom. So I would do things to alleviate stress or not to be considered a stress factor in everything else that she had going on in her world. And the way I would do that is to suppress more of myself, more of my emotions, more of my independence, so she wouldn't consider it a stress factor or something that got in her way or something that was too much to handle. And a lot of my women friends, my black women friends, we have this in common. The constant taking like the stress off the adults and kind of taking it on at a very young age. So by the time you get to 15, you are completely emotionally independent. You don't really need other people. You can kind of navigate your life on your own for the most part. And this is why, even in women in general, I feel like they would say girls grow up faster. This is what they're talking about. So here's my question to you. I'm going to oppose. If you are overdeveloped intellectually, where are you underdeveloped? Because for me, it's emotionally. I'm emotionally underdeveloped. I'm still learning to advocate for myself. I'm still learning to say no.